The grown-ass man crisis.
Here's 3 things I don't think you should be doing as a grown-ass man. Let's get right into it. Number 1 is having asthma. Nigga, just breathe. You're 25 years old and you ain't outgrow that shit yet? Talking about
I guess I'm not a grown-ass man.
asthma pump? Bro can't handle air. As a grown man. Lock in, fuck nigga.
Bro, what does it even mean to be a grown man anymore? Like, I swear we're just calling out any sort of behavior nowadays. If you're not actively doing some grown man shit like eating bricks or deadlifting a car, you're low-key at risk of being called out. Like, I know most people use it as a joke, but it's those few Squidward-ass niggas that are allergic to fun. Like, being a grown man does not have to be purely suffering. It's gotten to the point where you could just be smiling and somebody's gonna be like, you a grown-ass man enjoying yourself.
Yeah, bro, it's like you can't even have fun anymore. The other day, bro, I was taking care of my buddy. He was throwing up. We were in a hot dog costume for a bar crawl. So I took him into the bathroom, you know, because can't be throwing up at the bar. And there's some dudes like, he's like, y'all are losers in hot dog costumes. And I was like, bro, why don't you stop worrying about me and worry about getting a girl to talk to you? Like, I mean, this dude, tiny man syndrome, bro. He's like 5'4", talking shit. Like, just stop being a cornball, man. Have fun.
Grown man, by the way, wilting flower. Just say that you're unhappy.
And the phrase started off being used well, that's the thing. Like when somebody exceeding a certain age was being childishly whimsical.
He was a grown man. You a grown man.
Now it's become as a grown man, you just can't have fun.
Sometimes it's funny, though.
And apparently you can't even order dessert anymore.
You want something sweet down your throat. As a grown-ass man, talking about I'll have a piece of blueberry pie to end the night.
Do people think there's an expiration date for fun? Like the second the clock strikes 12 and you turn 18, you just gotta go out there and get a blue-collar job? And by the way, why is someone that's 18
You like chocolate cake? You got soft hands, boy.
considered unk now? I'm convinced unk has completely lost its meaning. We just calling anybody unk. Niggas don't even know how old I am and they call me unk. So my question is, how old are these people? Real shit. But unk has been lost its meaning for a while now. The second
Or people think I got a beard, so they call me Unk, bro. I'm 21, bro. Leave me alone. I'm still in college.
it was used to refer to an age under 30, it was completely gone. I don't know how long you think people live, but I wouldn't say you've reached unk status until you've lived at least 50% of your life. Which, as long as you don't get murked, you should have a good 80 years. So what are we doing calling 18-year-olds unk? Bro, 18 is not unk. But like everything ever, niggas have just started trolling with the phrase grown man, by the way. We got niggas making 79-part series on the things you shouldn't do as a grown man. This nigga has damn near wrote a book on this, and I've watched pretty much all of them. So here are my personal favorite things you can't do as a
Have y'all seen that, like, the guy that makes a list about, like, every time he sees a TikTok of a girl's like, things guys that do that give me the ick, and he's on, like, 300 just because everything a guy does is judged now?
grown man. As a grown man, you can't have allergies. If you have an allergic reaction, you just gotta thug it out, bro. You are a grown-ass man sneezing and shit because of some flowers. The next one is reading instructions. This is one of those ones where being a grown man apparently means you'd rather die than ask for help. Where does that even originate from? You know, having to be a tough guy and never asking for help? Is that toxic masculinity?
Big man thing, I don't even know what that hyper masculinity thing is, bruv. But shout out to my LGBTQ people, bruv. You get me?
Like, bro, if I'm building
What?
IKEA furniture and I open the manual, that's not me being zesty. That's just me wanting the shelf to actually stand upright.
Now, I'm not saying I'm more of a man than this guy, but I don't read the instructions, and usually the first time around it goes okay, but there's always something missing, right? Like, I'll get to the end of it and there's just a random bolt or screw and it definitely goes somewhere, but I didn't use it.
It's to the point where as a grown man, you can't even eat a meat rocket.
You a grown-ass man throwing a meat missile. If you like meat down your throat, that's all you had to say.
But this guy's obviously joking, and he does have some pretty understandable ones. Like, as a grown man, why are you staying mad at your friend for weeks? Get that Nickelodeon shit.
Now, that shit is childish. I've said this, bro. You do not live long enough to hold grudges over stupid shit, right? Somebody actually does you wrong, okay, that's different, but some stupid, petty argument is not worth ending a friendship over and then realizing that it was stupid years later, bro. Too much time wasted, man.
Out of here, bro. But for anyone over the age of 20, I'll be really careful in this modern day because we have an abundant amount of dick riders among us. You blink too softly, somebody's talking about a grown man blinking softly.
Ever do that again, I'm gonna kill your parents. And I know what it is.
But I agree that sometimes your age should not exceed the age of your actions. Like these memes, when my group leader, age 13, says his mom ain't dropping me home, age 36, after we did our 6-7 prank.
6 or 7?
Which when you're 36 years old, you cannot be saying 6-7 and hanging around with 13-year-olds.
Nope.
Sean Combs. That would be a good time to use the phrase grown man, by the way. You know, when it actually applies. And there's also some real world examples of people that are too old to be doing what they do. And the first people that come to mind is the Nelk boys.
There's no commandment that says thou shalt not send though, right?
Oh, let's get sendy! Now, the average age comes down to a clean 30, which in this day and age is debunked territory. You're damn near considered a relic at this point. Now, I wouldn't even flame the Nelk boys, because, you know, they started doing content when they were way younger. Their whole full send branding, that shit was so tough in 2019. It doesn't age well, though.
You don't want to send, but it just hypnotizes you. It's an airborne disease, the send virus. Like I said, we're not alcoholics. We're just addicted to the send.
See, bro, that shit is like you're trying too hard to be.
And they stay
You're trying too hard to fit in with the lingo, bro. Just do the podcast shit that y'all been doing, you know?
doing this too.
I want to be cringy, but like, I am feeling sendy right now.
But Nelk has always had that college frat bro, niggas named Chad and Connor, backwoods cap permanently infused to your skull. You know, that sort of vibe going on. But the problem with that is that the audience grows, bro. People graduate, they get jobs, and eventually they want to stop getting sandy.
We on to better things, you know what I'm saying?
And then those same people look at the Nelk boys who they used to look up to, and then they clown them for being grown-ass men still on the same shit. Now here's the fun part, even if they change what they do, people are still gonna be like they missed the old Nelk or that they switched up. So it's really just a lose-lose situation. But do you know what I mean when I say the lit?
I feel like Nelk is still really popular, though. Like, people still watch Nelk, right? So if it ain't broke, keep doing what you're doing.
Old dude aesthetic. This is also known as the Jason Nash method. Now Jason Nash is 52. 52 with a wife and kids, and his current wife is 33. So keep in mind when Jason was 19, she was still queuing to be born.
Okay, 33 and 52 is a pretty big age gap, and it sounds terrible when that guy says it like that, right? But I think that you get to a certain age in life, you haven't really experienced anything bigger than someone. There might be 10 years older than you, but there's nothing you've experienced in life that's like more than them, right? Now, if you were 62, you're dating a 19-year-old or 22-year-old like Bill Belichick. That's weird. It's weird. Okay? I think a 33 and a 52-year-old could be on the same wavelength.
But Jason Nash gets grown-ass man allegations because, you know, he is 52 hanging out with 20-year-olds that vlog in LA. This nigga reminds me of teachers in school that try too hard to be cool.
What's up, twin? Your aura right now is on 1,000, man.
Another person that's been called the lit old dude is Face Banks. Well, I guess just Banks now. But I would say, yeah, he is the lit old dude. There's images like this, 40-year-old man screaming to Netspan. Everything in me tells me a person over 30 should not be singing their heart out to a 17-year-old underground rapper. But then again, you know, what's the harm in it? And that's my problem
Yeah, bro.
with the grown
Like, just let people live. Everybody's so judgy. If you don't like somebody, just mind your own damn business and move on. You know, there's no reason to just clown people anymore.
ass man trend. It's sort of pushing this narrative of once you turn a certain age, you can't like certain things. Which for the people that think like this, what's gonna happen once you turn 30, bro? Are you just gonna stop enjoying every aspect of life that you previously liked? Personally, my nightlight's coming with me to my grave. I don't have no fragile adulthoodity. Adulthoodetry? I don't know, bro. And then we have people like Duke who are 31 as of today, right? So tell me why this nigga has photos with Martin Luther King. Boy, if you don't... Right, this is not his high school photo, bro. Age inflation is a real thing, but it's only a Gen Z, Gen X thing, bro. Because for some reason, everyone has an accelerated view of life. Like, if you're not fully self-sufficient by 20, you're considered a bum-ass chud. But on my For You page, I keep seeing this podcast called Sandbox Sessions. And it's like 4 niggas who ask the dumbest hypotheticals. And the questions all relate to the things that are appropriate for a grown man to do. And they have classics like, is it appropriate for a grown man to be out of breath, spanning 2 minutes? These niggas are the biggest trolls, because how are they so serious about it?
Some dude went on national TV and broke down the dapology of LeBron and somebody else for 2 minutes straight.
Break down the dapology of that moment. LeBron's son, Kyrie.
You're not the only one breathing here. Like, so my question is it appropriate for another grown man to be out of breath?
My thing is just like, it's respect for others. You gotta respect people around you, man.
The kind of questions these niggas be asking are low-key revolutionary. Is it appropriate for a grown man to be unable to find parking? This video contains powerful arguments such as, if you can't find parking, what can you find?
I went to Pittsburgh. Me and my girl went to Pittsburgh for Valentine's Day, and there was just a snowstorm, right? So a bunch of the parking garages are closed. I type in the GPS. It's closed, so we keep driving, try to find another one on the GPS. Takes us to the same one, and we have reservations to this nice restaurant. So I drop her off. I'm driving around Pittsburgh. I get so frustrated with the GPS. I'm just like, F it. I throw it down. I just drive until I find a lot to park in, and luckily it was pretty close, so it'll be okay. Yeah, anyways.
I think these guys' videos are hilarious, but what confuses me is the people that will actually get mad at this. I'll never understand people getting mad at something like this that's so obviously a joke. This is like the 50 billionth rage bait trend. Alright, it's time to get with the times. But when people aren't joking, I think this is a part of a bigger problem, and that's the fact that there's a demographic of people that hate seeing other people happy. If you want to know if you're in this demographic of people, let's do a quick
It's 13 to 17-year-olds that think they're cooler than they are.
little exercise. We're gonna take a look at some people and we're gonna label them based on my description of them. Now this is Jimmy. Jimmy's smarter than you. What would you call Jimmy? If you said intelligent, you're wrong. Alright, Jimmy's a nerd. Reading books and shit. What you think you are, Kaisen at? And then for a quick little speed run, this guy's bigger than you. He's on steroids. If he's richer than you, daddy's money.
Hey, daddy's money's valid though. Give him a sub and a like if you enjoyed watching me. Make sure to drop a sub, like the video, comment down below. What's some grown-ass man things that you've been hearing lately?